So what's been going on, guys? I am finally out of the awful traffic, and I made it some more backcountry roads out here in St. Cloud, Florida. But I thought I'd take you on a little bit of a road trip in my GTR here and tell you about my experience when I went up to visit the Turtle Wax headquarters up there in Addison, Illinois. It was actually really cool. What it is every year when at the week after Christmas, I go out there and visit my dad and my uncle, my grandma up there in Champaign, Illinois. It's right there in the dead center of the state. It's right where the University of Illinois is located. And he said, you know, if you're gonna come all the way up here to Chicago or Champaign, Illinois, why don't you see if you can possibly come up here to Turtle Wax in Addison, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, and come up here and visit us. We would love to have you guys. And I said, you know what? I think I will actually go out there and try it. So what my thing is when I got up there, I asked my dad, I said, hey, would you mind if I borrow one of your cars and go up there to Chicago with it? He said, sure. He said he couldn't make it because he has to watch my grandma. She's 96. So he said, but you guys are more than welcome to take one of my cars and go up there and take it up there. So we said, heck yeah, let's do it. So I called up Ken and let him know, hey, we'll probably come out there on a Thursday. And he said, dude, you're more than welcome. It'll be a really skeleton crew here, but he's like, I'd love to show you around the headquarters of Turtle Wax up there. He said, we got a brand new building. He's like, everything's just still being moved in. Things aren't even hung up on the walls. I was like, dude, I don't even care, man. I just would love to come up there and check it out. I am a science type geek nerd, you know what I mean? I'm a sci-fi nerd, that kind of guy. That's me. I like to see how things are done, like how it's made and all that stuff. So what I did is, you know, we went up there, drove there. I think it took about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get there from where my dad's place was. I'd never even been to Chicago, okay, other than just flying to the airport and then flying back out. I'd never actually been there. I'd never driven around there. I didn't know anything, so I was going on straight, using my Waze app as directions there, and just going out there and having a good time. Bless you, sir. All right, dude, turn that car. Let's have some fun. Nobody's out here now. Oh yeah, we were moving. You know, one thing you don't realize when you actually watch these YouTube videos is you think a guy is actually hauling ass, but he's not. You know, I see it on my videos, I'm doing like 45 and it looks like we're flying around town, but in reality, we're not going that fast at all. On that, we were actually moving pretty good. This GTR is a blast, man. This thing is it's so quick to 100 miles an hour. It's like that. You're at 100 and it's just like, dang! And you don't even realize it. It's so smooth. Other than the turbos kicking in and the engine getting louder, you really don't have any idea that you're going 100 miles an hour. So it is actually really stinking sweet. I love it. But back on topic. So what we did is we drove up there, my dad, and was like, I'm so scared to go to Chicago, there's too much traffic. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This isn't bad at all. Obviously, we live in Orlando. If you know anything about Interstate 4, it is a complete train wreck, okay? Interstate 4 is what runs from Tampa to Daytona and right through the middle of Orlando, right by Disney World and everything. That is horrible traffic at all hours of the day until you're at night. There's a wreck on there every probably 30 minutes, just completely shutting down I-4. It's horrible. So I had no issue getting there. It was real easy to get up there, real easy to find. He even met us at the door, which is really cool. And then he introduced us to the front desk ladies, a bunch of young ladies that answer all the emails and all the Facebook or all that communications. I got to meet all those ladies. Like I said, there might have been, he said, I think 10 people inside the building. And when I was there was almost nobody. He said they basically were on vacation that week. But I did get to actually meet one of their head of, I think it was communications or I forgot what he said it was, but I forgot. Anyways, I got to meet him and he was just super chill. And he said, you know, we're working on all kinds of new products. I can't wait to get them out to you. So basically we've had just a good old time, you know what I mean? And I got to actually meet some of the guys, you know? Oh, look at the cop right there. That dude was straight up chilling, son. He was just sitting there on the side of the road. I don't know if it's going to show it in the YouTube video. He was just looking. He didn't have his radar on. My Valentine 1 hadn't gone off. But anyways, what they did then is they took us around the whole place and said, hey, do you want to see where we actually do the designing of the stuff, the chemical lab, and then actually on top of where we actually do the product testing and, you know, the actual, I guess you want to call it like bay, and it's really nice. So what he did is he walked us through. You see all the cubicles, typical, you know, warehouse, not a warehouse, but typical headquarters, you know, just a cubicles everywhere where they do all their paperwork, whatnot. And then what they did is they took us into the lab. The lab was really cool. It was like a giant science lab from your college days or at the university. And all they get to do is basically, I don't want to say tinker around, but they get to have fun and try all kinds of wild new stuff. And that is actually a lot of fun. I gotta say, if I was in that field of chemistry, I would actually want to do that, because I'd be trying all kinds of different stuff on my car. That would be me. I'd be like, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. It's not slick enough, maybe just a little bit more. That would be me all the way, you know what I mean? So I would be just having a blast. And it's just, so after that, he took us actually from there, it goes into where they actually do the testing on the actual vehicles. And the one young man that actually was part of the lab, hold on, let me take this sweet little turn. It's so fast, I love it. Anyways, he took us into the car lab, and he had his own personal car in there where he actually tests the products on. And I will tell you, I doubt it's a top secret thing, but what they do is, of course, like I would do, is buy other companies' products and actually try them out and then try and compete to them and see what it is. And that's what I love, you know, they're actually trying to better their product. For a long time, I don't know what happened to Turtle Wax, they just, you know, trying to go for the low-end quality stuff, but it seems like now with their ice line, and he said they're working on even better stuff in the future here to make the ice line even better or whatnot, they're actually going for the big dogs, you know what I mean? And that's actually really cool. And they said they would love to hear my input about a lot of this stuff, and I said I'd love to talk to you guys about it, because, you know, so many companies out there I won't mention. I've actually wrote one or two companies, and they just refuse to answer emails. And I'm like, I would just love to some suggestions, something like that, just an acknowledgement. Hey, thanks very much for the email. I appreciate it, Chad. We'll look into it, or we're working on some great stuff in the future, right? Smile, wink, wink. I'm not doing shit. And in reality, they never write back. So that kind of is like, nah. But Turtle Wax, on the other hand, they actually respond to your emails. They write you back, ask you maybe what it is you'd like to see different about it. What do they think they're lacking? And that's what I actually like, a company that wants to listen and work on stuff. And you know what? 2 thumbs up to them for that, as we get some nice little sweeping corners here in a second here. It says it's take the corner at 35 miles an hour. We better really take it 35, right? Oh my gosh, we're on the orange groves. This is great. Yeah, that was definitely 35 miles an hour, I gotta tell you. And you know, that's all I want from a company, one that will listen to its customers and try and make their products better for what the actual average customer is looking for. You know, I couldn't ask for anything better. These were the nicest people when you got to meet them all one by one. They were all excited, like, oh my God, there's somebody from YouTube. Dude, I got 15,000 subscribers. I'm a nobody in the YouTube world compared to some of these guys, you know, that have like hundreds of thousands or a million subscribers. And to be treated that way, I mean, I was just wowed by them. You know, they were really super cool company. And Ken Baker, 2 thumbs up to him. He invited us. He took us into a room, all right, towards the end of the tour. It is nothing but, let's just say, where they stock all their supplies. And he said, take as much as you want of everything. We don't care. You can take 20 of everything, basically. You know, I obviously wasn't like that. I took one of all these different products that I wanted to try, and some that I actually really did like in the past. I took those. But, you know, he said, take out whatever you want. We'll ship it down to you for free. No problem. Just put it in this giant box. I mean, that's what he did. And they worked with me. Oh my God, these turns today. Oh, I love it. Oh, Nathan's over there like, whoa, he's having a good time. But I gotta tell you, I got to thank Turtle Wax for just taking the time to invite me. They said, you guys should come up here in the summer when they're actually busy, when there's a lot of people up here and the lab's actually working. Well, I was there that day, nothing was really going on. Just a few people were at their desks and stuff like that. The lab wasn't working, the testing wasn't working. None of that was actually going on. They were all on vacation. And so I'm actually really excited to hopefully go back there maybe in the summer or sometime when they're actually at full running force and actually get to check it out. So first off, let me say thank you so much, Turtle Wax, for inviting me out. I really did appreciate it. Ken took me out to take my whole family out to an amazing Italian steakhouse. That place was great, okay, great. And he paid for it. You know, I wasn't questioning. I was going to whip out my credit card. He's like, no, the tab's on us at Turtle Wax. We appreciate everything you do. I mean, that right there, it gets you, because I've always said, I've always felt like on that channel is this. I'm not those giant channels. I'm not a company. I don't have a million subscribers, so I still feel like I'm this. And to be treated like that, it really just did this right there to you and hit you right in the feels. And I've got to say, wow, wow, it was great. And I just had a great time. So hopefully they said this year or this coming year, they're going to be sending me a lot more stuff here in the future. That'll be, they're working on, and they said, you know, we'd like to see, well, obviously they've always sent me some of their 2017 line, but he said, I really want you to go ahead and test this stuff and put it out for us and let us know if you ever need anything. We'll send it to you, no problems if you guys ever run out. I mean, that's awesome right there to have that kind of open door communications with a company. Oh my gosh. I'm back on the main road again, so no more driving like a wild man. But I gotta say, you know, I had a great time. I can't wait to go back and do it again. I wish I could take this GTR on a road trip, but this thing is a gas hog for days. I'm probably getting somewhere, I'm getting 17.6 miles per gallon right now. That's it, 17 miles. I would not want to take this on a road trip. It would just go through probably 6 tanks to get to Illinois. It'd be nuts. It's so much fun driving the GTR. I rarely get to drive it. So this was a perfect excuse for me to get out there and do a drive and do a tell-all of what I actually got to see and experience at Turtle Wax headquarters up there in Addison, Illinois. Excellent, excellent company. They don't do their bottling there. I don't know if they outsource their bottling or their plant somewhere different. They don't do it. It's just the headquarters where they do their lab design, testing, and all that fun stuff. But I gotta tell you, it was a blast. I can't wait to see where Turtle Wax is gonna go in the future, because it seems like the last couple of years they're getting better and better and better, and their quality of products are getting higher and higher. And you know what? That's what we want, and their communications are like so stinking easy. I love it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I had a fun time taking my son here out on Valentine's Day for a little bit of a cruise with him. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there watching. I know these little bit of vlogs might be a little bit longer, maybe might not be like testing anything, but it gets to get you out in the GTR, and I get to actually get out here and ride around in the GTR, so I can't complain. I love it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Make sure you give Turtle Wax a thumbs up, guys. Check out some of their stuff. Their stuff is getting better and better. And you know, I mean, you know, are they going to be like the pro detailer line? No, but I have a feeling they're really starting to get up there and start to work towards being, you know, one of the top ones on your regular store market on most every area. They want to listen, and they will listen to your communications. So if you guys have any questions about it, email them, write them, tell them what you'd like to see. I'm telling you, they actually do listen, and that's right there. So anyways, guys, me and my son better start heading back home. I still got to go to work tonight. It looks like it's going to rain a little bit, so I better do a U-turn here and get the heck out of here. But so thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all at the next review, GTR vlog, whatever I end up doing. It'll probably be the review, though, you know what I mean? So I've got so many more products to test. It's just insane. I even showed you the unboxing video of Turtle Wax of all the 2017 products they sent me. So anyways, guys, I will see you all at the very next video. So from me and my son Nathan here, you guys take care. Later.